Hey everybody, this is Lynna and you're watching Lynna's Life. I haven't really been on YouTube lately because they don't let me go live unless I'm on a computer. Yeah. So I'm here today because I have issues with my phone. It's like it like heats up and then it gets all hot and then it shuts down. So I was doing a live video. I was talking about hair. I was talking about um, the struggles that I've had to endure being trans and having to deal with my hair and stuff like that. And this phone, this is a Google Pixel. It just overheats. So I may have to address that issue in the future. I don't know. My iPhone never overheated. Hint, hint. I don't know, because I could sell this and get something that works, right? It's a great phone though. It takes amazing pictures. It takes really great images. It's a good phone. But I just wanted to keep it simple today. I wanted to just go over a few things with regards to you know what we go through as trans people. Um, I am. Hi, David. How are you? So good to see you. Um, it's 12:26. Wow. Okay, so it's my birthday. Who knew? February 4th is my birthday. I turn the big 5-1. Yeah, today I turned this morning. I turned the big 5-1. So maybe I'll just talk about that. I don't know, but I've shared a bit on Facebook, and I just haven't really had the chance to share here. But I guess I'll just bite the bullet, because I've got so many things. I mean, if people don't know me on Facebook, thank you, appreciate it. If people don't know it, don't have my Facebook account, and they're not friends with me, you can't see what I'm doing on Facebook. But here on YouTube, it's like public. It's like the public bus system. Everybody and their brother. I dropped something, so I'm picking it up. Everybody and their brother knows what's going on with that. I need to clean something up. I dropped the apple. I need to clean up the area where it fell. There we go. So I don't really like messes, But yeah, so I had a lot. There's been a lot of things going on in my life. A lot of things that have been taking place in my life, and I'm grateful for a lot of the things that have happened. It's just one after the other. It's just crazy to think that my life is finally taking shape, right? It's finally taking shape, and I'm finally like getting somewhere, like I got a job. Yeah. I can't be labeled as a lazy person anymore because I work just like everyone else. Earn a keep just like everyone else. So anyway, on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook channel, I was talking about what I use to curl my hair, and I have this Tiggy bed head. But before you do curl your hair, you always want to put and this is something that I didn't do for a long time, is thank you, David. You want to put a type of protection for your hair, right? So I use this product. It's by L'Oreal Paris. It's called Sleek It Iron Straight Heat Spray. High performance, lightweight heat spray offers 3-day sleek hair, a 450-degree heat protection for an ideal sleek look, special formulated to work with any heat styling tool like this one. Our unique formula not only helps protect from heat damage, but calms frizz, which is a good thing, seals in shine, blocks humidity, and conditions for a sleek style that lasts 3 days, which is great. So I'm going to put some of this on while I curl it. So don't really want to get it on my lenses, but like a little bit goes a long way. And then I have this already preheated. And then I kind of just take it a little bit at a time. And that's one of the things as a trans woman is that, like I was saying on my other channel on Facebook before it decided to go kaput on me with my phone, we were never given the ability to transition, to see life from a feminine perspective. Our moms dressed us to be boys. They expect us to behave as boys. They gave us there was there was just nothing. So anything we learn is on our own. We don't get to just like, oh yeah, my mom taught me this. Like when I was a little girl, when I was like 5 years old, she said, don't put this over there because then it doesn't look right, or different things that mothers do to train their girls to be girls and to be good girls, right? And to have the social graces to navigate this world as women in the future. And that's what moms instill in their little girls. They instill this this nature that is feminine, and they give them the ability to navigate and to instinctually use what they were designed to use. And moms, in the life of trans women, they don't know these looking like boys are really girls. They don't know that they're dealing with a person who has a gender incongruency in their life. They have no idea that this is something that is legitimately real. And there's going to be people that say, oh, trans doesn't exist, and it's not real, and men are men and women are women, and nobody's ever going to be anything but. And just because you like feminine things doesn't make you a woman. Just because you like masculine things doesn't mean you're a guy. I get it. I hear it. I know it. I've lived it. I dealt with it for six years. That was my life. I lived and breathed talking about trans issues and how one should navigate in this world, in this life, with regards to being trans or feeling trans or anything like that. So I totally get it. And I'm not here to judge anybody and their decision to live their life or not to live their life as a person in the trans, with a trans history. But there are just certain things that we just don't get experience with. We're not allowed, we're not given the ability to. Yeah, that's nice. See, this one does really nice little soft spirally curls, and it's a learning curve to get, to be proficient with it. And I think, I don't know, nobody said, okay, if you're going to curl your hair, you first have to curl the bottom. I was never, like I said, it's learn as you go, sink or swim, do what you can do to make it more efficient for you and to make it work for you and to keep your dysphoria at bay. And so that's what I do. I just try to make do with what I got and not complain, but be grateful for the things that I have. Because, I've come a long way. I know people see my old stuff. They're like, oh my goodness, you've come a long way. And I have. I've learned. I've been down the hard road of life. And I just wanted to say that in the end, you need to be happy. In the end, you need to do things and to be with the people that are going to be a positive contrib- contributors into your life and not, you don't want to be with anybody who's going to make you feel more dysphoric. That's usually not a good thing. And I've been there. I've had those experiences. But I've also had other experiences where I haven't felt that way, and it was really it was really nice not to feel that way for such a long time. But it kind of it's kind of tough when you have to feel that way. Um, but again, no judgment. Everybody's got their own path, and I'm grateful for everything in life that I am exposed to, even the negative things, even the things that cause me to grow. Um, things that challenge things that challenge me, things that really make me feel like I need to really take a good look at what I'm doing with my life. Now this side is, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not right-handed when it comes to certain things, and it just feels awkward to hold it and then to try to do the same exact thing that I've done with my left hand to do it with my right hand. But you know, you learn and you grow and you do it and then you move forward. That's all you can do. Again, that's all you can do. But yeah, I've got a lot of things coming up. I mean, okay, so today's my birthday. My friend wants to take me to a nearby place to have a breakfast, I guess. I don't know if I didn't ask her. I didn't know if they were serving because in the state of Washington where we live, and yes, because I have officially signed a lease, and I will be moving in to my new condo on Friday. So I'm super, super excited about the opportunities that I have with my new place. It's like such a beautiful location. I mean, I'm just like pinching myself right now in it with excitement. But you guys, if you have any kind of advice to give, like eugenetic women who have had your moms, you know, help you curl your hair, braid it, and do things, I would love to have any kind of advice that a genetic woman or trans woman too would have with regards to hair care and how to keep your hair healthy, how to make it look good, how to what things do you need to do in order to make your hair um, make you feel comfortable as you progress in your transition and as you live your life. Yeah, David, I got a job with a company, those delivery companies like Instacart, Uber Eats, one more, DoorDash. Yeah, so I've been doing Instacart recently. I did that a lot the other day. I took a day off today, but I I worked for DoorDash. They deliver food, and I think it was also I went to PetSmart with DoorDash. They just deliver stuff, so you are basically a taxi for those for deliveries. You kind of take food to people or products to people and stuff like that. So it's really quite cool, because you never know exactly where you're going to go. And for me, not knowing is like part of the fun. Is just like you get to like, you get to like really like anticipate where your next job is going to take you. And yeah, it's never that far because you're doing work locally, but it kind of reminds me of my time doing freelance when I was able to work in an industry where it was so unpredictable. You didn't know, like literally one day somebody called me up, a friend of mine called me up. It was 2011, and said, "Hey, what you doing this week?" And I'm like, I'm just like, it's kind of slow, not much going on. Well, I've got an opportunity here, and I'm down here with my friend Steve, and we're down in Honduras, and we need a jib operator. We need another production person. So if you have time, we'd love to get you a ticket, and you can join us, by 11 today. And it was like 6 in the morning. I was like, um, yeah, okay. Do you have a passport? Yeah, I got a passport. Okay then. So I'll just send your information to the airline. Then we'll see you at the airport at 11 o'clock. I'm like, it's 6 in the morning here in Tennessee. Um, okay. Well, okay. I guess we'll do that. Hold on. I'm gonna get one more thing because the old production person in me is very finicky. So I'll be right back. I like being able to get myself a little bit of like professionalism to what I do. And one of the things that is so important when you do videos is to have a source of light, because light is good. It's good to have light. See, because without light, it's muddy. With light, it's lighter. So sometimes you can bounce light, but in this case, it's not enough light, but it's better than it was, right? Because before it was kind of muddy. But yeah, that's the nice thing about human hair. This is a little topper that I got, and on Facebook, I show how I put it on. I'm not going to do that here. It's really simple though. It's like got this little halo kind of string around the back of the head that you secure around you. Because, see, I get really confused because then I grab this with my left hand. My hand wants to do something different. So I gotta remember how to do this with my right hand. I remember early on when I was learning how to do this, I burned the bejesus out of my hand so many times. And they give you like a glove too to use for it. But if you do end up burning your hand, it's not fun, you guys. It's really not. But so I'm hoping that oh, it is a safe neighborhood, David. It's a resort area actually. It's not heavily trafficked or anything, so it's like a lake a lake condo. I could show you pictures with my phone. Hold on. I don't think I've shared anything on YouTube yet. Yeah, I did a video on Facebook, but let's see. Let me show you. Keeping it real, right? Keeping it real. So let me see. Gotta open my phone. I don't understand why it gets so hot. It's kind of a bummer because I like this phone. I like the Google phone. Mark is well, you can check Mark out on his channel. Go find out what Mark's doing. It's not my business to know or to care anymore because I mean we're no longer together. So, and that's one final thing with regards to Mark is that we're no longer together. So I don't really know what he's doing. I don't watch his channel. I don't go looking at his pictures. I'm not even friends with him on Facebook. Not because we're not friends in the sense of like with that we have a cordial, friendly relationship. But it's just never going to work as far as relationship goes. And to make a long story short, he detransitioned, and now it goes by Maritza. So he's living, or she is living her life as a woman, and she's very heavily involved in the Christian community, and has a following of Christian people that like what she has to say, and that's wonderful. I'm happy that she's found her niche and her place, but when it comes to stuff with the transition, I'm not in agreement. I'm not a person, I'm not going to tell her what she needs to do with her life or anything like that, but she has every right to live her life how she wants to. But on the same scope, I have every right to live my life as I choose to live it. So, wow, look at that. What a piece of work. So I just do. I just live my life however it is that I feel that I should. And so far, you guys, so far, it's working out. It's working out because here's the deal. Here's the deal. I was going to share something that I made today for dinner. I had my dinner. I had my Puerto Rican food. It's like Puerto Rican rice and beans and sausage, and in this case, it was vegan um, chicken bites and stuff. Recently bought a quilt, um, a comforter, and this is kind of like the pattern for my bed. Um, oops, trying to. Oh yeah, see, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's so pretty. Yeah. I like it. I really like it. It's unique. I found it at a thrift store. Super, super nice. And here's a view of like when I'm literally driving to work. That's what I'm driving by. That stuff. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. It snowed here a lot recently, and there's a recent picture of me. I'm so happy. So happy. Look at that. I I just haven't smiled in such a long time, and it's so nice to smile. It's so nice to laugh. Just the gift of laughter is just a treasure. To be able to have that. But I am like beside myself excited about the next book that is going to be a part of my life. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. This is a picture of the area where my friend from around here lives, and this is a picture with the deer. Did you see it? You see the deer? They're just walking around enjoying the beauty of nature, and those clouds are real. Here's a close-up shot of them. Yeah, it's so neat. It's really cool just to see how these, just all these beautiful things, you know. Oh, I shot some video. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, yeah. See? Oh, I like hanging out. I zoomed in a little bit more. They're just drinking coffee and enjoying the view of, because there's just so much beauty around me. It's stunning, and it's still Christmas. It's still Christmas in the town where I'm living in right now. I'll only be like probably 30 minutes from it when I do move, but because this lake area, it's called Lake Chelan. One side of the lake goes on the, it has a road that goes out and around and then up a mountain and then back out towards the city of Wenatchee. And then if you wrap around the lake, you go at the top of the part of the lake here. It's a big lake. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Let me look it up real quick. How long Lake Lake Chelan? It's a natural lake. I think it's a glacier fed or glacier made lake, um, unspoiled virgin land as you go further up into the area. But yeah, Lake Chelan is quite the place. I was just trying to find out if it's a natural lake. Can you tell me? Okay, Wikipedia. Lake Chelan is a narrow, oh boy, I thought it was 40. It's 50.5 miles long in north central Washington state. Before 1927, it was the largest natural lake in the state by any measure. Um, Two communities lie on the southern end of the lake, and a third sits at the far north end, providing a gateway to the North Cascades National Park. And the name Chelan is a Salish indigenous word, Selan, meaning deep water. So it is a beautiful area, beautiful, beautiful. And I get to live right on Lake Chelan. And without any further ado, I'm going to show you some images that are from where I'm going to be living. So excited, so excited. So it's 50.15 miles. So here is, come on, let's go. People want to see. So this is the lake. Okay, it's 50.15 miles long. I live on this side of it. My friend lives on that side of it. So it's a little bit of a jaunt to get to where she lives, and I'm closer to the city or town. And then if I go further out that way, it goes down into the city of Wenatchee, which is a pretty large town. That's where I do my Instacarting and my door dashing. And, they have like all the, Applebee's and Macy's and PetSmarts and all that stuff. So you guys, I get to wake up to that. I get to wake up to that. Isn't that amazing to think? This is so this was an image that somebody shot of that area. And then that's my image from the other day. because it's snowing there. But it's just unbelievable. This is the actual building. You see it? It's called a fourplex. So it has, my place is going to be over here. Yeah, like down in here. And this is my deck. And they rent out these. Whoops. They rent out these to people. So yeah, it's just super exciting to think that I get to rent there. It's just like beyond amazing to me. It's beyond amazing because it just blows my mind. I mean, it really does. There's another view of my deck area. Yeah. That's kind of like the inside. The bedroom. Oh yeah, and it's fully furnished and fully stocked. It's a one bedroom. Has everything, kitchen, and again, it even had a grill, but they're gonna remove it because I guess it wasn't working. But yeah, it's like a dream, you guys. Like really, it's a dream to think that I have 240 feet of shoreline, and then they're like, the realtor was like, yeah, and if you want, we can put a buoy out there. And I was like, a buoy? I was renting a place just to live. And I was looking, the crazy thing was that I was looking in, what's the area? I was looking at, I visited Tucson, Arizona. I looked around at places in Phoenix before I left. I was looking at potentially moving back to Nashville. I was given a lot of advice. Lynna, you need to move to Nashville. Nashville's the place for you because that's where your kids are and that's where you need to be. And I'm like, I just don't have peace. I don't have peace about moving to Nashville. After all I've been through, and I don't want to sound like I'm being selfish or anything, but after all I've been through, it's kind of a leap to think that one could just jump back to a place where so much occurred in one's life and then not to get affected emotionally by it. Because Nashville's a special place, and if I had a good relationship with my kids, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. But see, my transition disallowed me the ability to allow them to stay in my life, and not out of my own volition, but just because of extenuating circumstances, I was not able to remain a part of their lives. And I didn't want to be the trans parent that forced their child to be embarrassed by their parent and stuff, and the kids at school, and that whole vibe of being like out and proud and stuff, and making your kids suffer through your place of happiness is their place of torture. And I literally didn't want my kids to suffer through that kind of embarrassment, because it's embarrassing. Not not dissing any trans women out there and stuff, but for most kids, it's embarrassing, that their dad is now a trans woman. And I just didn't want my kids to have to deal with that, because that would just be too much. It would be too much. I mean, what do you expect kids to do with? I mean, they're your changes, right? They're the things that you're going through, but it's like it's really not something that they understand. So it's almost like, a lot of people just they they kind of tolerate it, but they're like, I don't get it. I don't understand why you're doing that. Are you broken? Do you need help? Are you mentally well? I mean, there's so many things, and you know, we're all dealing with a lot of things in our lives. We're all dealing with so many issues, abandonment issues, abusive issues, issues of low self-esteem, anger issues, pride issues. There's so many things that we're dealing with, and we really are. So many of us are broken, and we need help, but a lot of us just don't want to get that kind of help. And some people run to the Christian community and they, find redemption there and everything. And it's all wonderful and great. I mean, we all have to do what we have to do in order to survive. And I think a lot of times things that I've done that I do end up regretting, like ever saying anything negative about the trans community. I totally regret anything like that. What I did in 2015, I'm like, who is that person and why did they say the things they said? I mean, why did I do that? It's like, and then I go back and I think, I was messed up. I was dealing with so many things, so many concerns, so many issues that I was like really like just I was just like worried about this and that. I didn't know where I was going to live. I didn't know what I was going to do. And there's so many things that took place that I'm like, wow, I was just a psychological mess. I mean, my kids, that's always been my heart. I mean, it's tough. It really is. It's hard when you bring little ones into this world and you can't have them. I would wish that on nobody. I would, that's like the worst sentence that one could be given, as far as like, life in prison, life without your children. It's like it's like a prison sentence. It really is, because you don't see them growing up. You don't see pictures of them. You don't interact with these little people that are part of you, or little mini yous. They don't get to see you. You can't be their example. They they can't have regular interactions with someone who they at once thought, and still do, that they were your dad, your father, person that is a part of, a fabric of who one is a father. And it's really, it's not easy. It just isn't. It's never easy, but life isn't easy. It's not easy to learn to curl hair either. I mean, it's like sometimes you just kind of like, you have to like live and learn. And it's like I was saying before, no one gave me any kind of lessons on curling hair. It's not like I'm like just learning on the go. So if anybody has any advice or anything, I would love to hear it. Love to hear it. I did get like a pony the other day, but it's so long that it makes it I feel so uncomfortable with it. But I wanted to get a little pony. It's not little though. I got this pony and I tried it yesterday. Even if I just wanted to turn it into like a messy bun or something, it's just too much hair. I mean, honestly, I'll show it to you. It's like right here. I have it, but it's like super long. It's really pretty, but it's like I don't even have that much hair. Look at all that hair that it has. So, you're supposed to it has like a little clip, see? And then see the little clip, and then you put your hair in a ponytail, and then you kind of pin this up against that little clip, the ponytail, and then kind of close it and velcro it together like that, and then you use this and you wrap it around so that it looks like it's growing out of your own hair, which is really cool, and the concept is great, but you gotta get something that actually complements the amount of hair that you have growing on your scalp. And I would love to have this much hair. It would be such a joy to have this much hair, but I honestly don't. And I'm grateful for what I do have, but I mean, I have less than that. So this is my hairpiece that I put on earlier on Facebook, and then there's a little clip back here, and it has a little, but so I'm not a big fan of my hair, but it has this little Velcro piece, and little clips here, and this little clip here, and it kind of pops in, and it snaps into place when you put it on, and then you just kind of snap it in here, snap it in there, and see what I mean, you guys. It's like I don't have as much hair as that piece right there is actually, so I try to make do with stuff like this. It's everybody's got to do what they got to do to survive. But see, this is one of the things. Like I took this several times this the other day, and I pulled my hair up into like a high pony and pulled all the hair back. Use the comb to pull the hair back. So, pulled it up. And I'm happy with the lack of dryness in my hair, which is a victory of many years in many years in coming. So then, right, so I took my hair and then I turned it into a pony up here, and then fold this back. It's got potential, but it's so dang hard to get it to work right. So then I make a pony of my own here. And again, nobody taught me. I'm just kind of it's not like men don't make ponies and stuff, and they don't have man buns. They do. Um, especially these days where men aren't as masculine as they used to be. But so I have a pony, and then I put this on, and it's instant long hair. I go put this on, pin it up like it was told to me to do. And then I take it and I kind of wrap it a little bit so that I could get the Velcro on it. Yeah, is it gonna work? Nope. It's like sometimes the little pin piece is just too much. But we'll see. Where's the... Okay, so then I get it up here. And I've got this to wrap around. And then you secure it with a bobby pin. Okay. Wrap it. And then I'll use a bobby pin. Use a bobby pin to hold it in place. I think I'm being a little bit more successful than the last time. Okay, so I got a bobby pin in there. But see how long it is? And then see just how little hair I have. And then like if I wanted to like turn it into like some kind of a messy bun. I take it. I'm just like again, nobody really taught me anything. So I just learn as I go. Just kind of maybe wrap around it. Sort of. Yeah. Kind of like that. Maybe another bobby pin to hold it in place. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Lynna. Happy birthday to me. And many more. Yeah. Oh, well. Get the excess hair. Well, yesterday, like playing with it helped me. So, you're a handsome dude. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Have no makeup on, just being really open and candid, but have to be told I'm really handsome. That's really nice. Thank you. That just does wonders for my dysphoria. Thank you so much. It does wonders for my dysphoria. It makes me feel so wonderful. And if they didn't mean it to be dysphoric, anytime a trans woman hears the word handsome, that's kind of like a good clue to go, maybe a trans woman likes to hear pretty or beautiful or, yeah, wasn't sure. Yeah. Yeah. And that's cool. I mean, like I said, I was doing a video and talking about having facial hair and dealing with it and stuff like that. And, it is what it is. I'm just being normal with regards to what I deal with and everything, but I get it. I understand. But hey, it is what it is. I didn't realize you were trans. That's okay too. Of course, you just thought I was a gay guy or something. Yeah, that's even better for a trans woman. Yes. Um, but hey, that's the world we have to live in and navigate through. And I usually, I do a good job. I get my makeup on, and I do like I don't usually go out with my own hair. I usually have like a hairpiece or a topper or something that makes me feel more comfortable. Um, and it's definitely something that I um, I deal with, but it's all good. I mean, I'm just hey, um, it is what it is. It's not much you can do. So if that's what people say, it's what people see. But I put myself out there. I I make myself vulnerable for people. And yeah, of course I can forgive you. I don't hold stuff against you for anything. I mean, it's your, you know, it, the heart and everything. You said whatever, and that's great, you know. But I um I live my life rather comfortably. I don't really have issues or anything. Just like, but I mean, I have like no hair up here. It's like so frustrating. So that's why I end up using like a hairpiece and like covering it up. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, for like the first time actually doing it, I feel like I've done a pretty decent job of it. But I'll go back to my hairpiece and see if I can make this easier. I'll have to unpin it. Okay, so I'll unpin it here. That's me though. I just keep it real. I'm not here to paint other pictures out for people, but I understand that people see things differently. And I do my best to navigate at least, these glasses. I'm refusing to like be be pretty at this point because I mean I could project a different version of me and stuff, and you know I I just it's late. It's my birthday. I just feel kind of talky right now, so but yeah, so I guess this could work. I just have to figure out how to get this hair to stay out of the way and not cause issues and stuff. But come on, where are you? It's like it's hard sometimes to find where the beginning is. I think that it. Okay, so get it to pull off. I'm gonna get this off. So many up, up, there. It's gone. All that hair. All of a sudden, it just like disappeared. I'm sure there's a surgery out there for trans for that, so I don't think that it is the end of anything. No, I don't. I don't think it's the end of anything either. I mean, It's just being called handsome is not something a trans woman wants to hear. But, you know, it is what it is. So I pull this down and there we go. And then I've been curling this piece here. I've been curling it. So it's got like this little plastic stretchy band, and it's like a headpiece that you don't have to clip things, a million like clips into your hair. So I pull this back and I find center, and I just kind of dip my head down, put it on my head where I want the hair to go. Then I pull this over like that, and I flip it. That's not right. I flip it back. Women lose hair as they age. Hair loss comes with age, and you have most of your hair. Thank you. I had a hair transplant back in, what was it? Wow, it's been such a long time. I had it in 2014. No, it's not tied to one specific gender. I mean, obviously, definitely not. Women have alopecia, a lot. Men have male pattern baldness. I was losing my hair at like 23 or something. So for me, I experienced a lot of hair loss. Um, yeah. So it's amazing just what one little piece of like of a hair topper can do, to the for the confidence of a trans woman, because hair loss and not having it and stuff like that actually puts us at a difficult place in really like in dealing with our dysphoria, because it's really hard, a lot of times for many of us to deal with the fact that we don't have the amount of hair that we would like to have. But we all deal with life differently. We all have different ways of navigating through life in a way that gives us the ability to feel comfortable with our bodies and with the role of gender that we want to express to the world. And being able to navigate around the world as a woman who has a trans history is, it's not really something that I think about anymore. I just go out and I live my life and I do my thing. And, pretty much for the most part, people are nice, and I don't have any problems. Would you ever get facial feminization? I mean, born females get that surgery and they're not even trans. Well, I don't really feel like I need it. I'm not like concerned. Like I said, right now, I'm just, I've got glasses on. I've, kind of exposing my more square face and stuff like that. But I have ways of making it softer and everything. And just, I'm just not interested right now in doing anything to make myself like into some perfect model version of what femininity is. There's many women who do not have certain rounded features, heart-shaped features to their face, and they're still women. So I don't even worry about it. I mean, it's all good. It really is. It doesn't phase me. I mean, I don't really like wearing glasses that much, but I mean, um, I do because it's like midnight or after. And it's just something that I've worn glasses my whole life, so basically. But no, I would never get facial feminization surgery. No, nope, I would never do it. Just because I don't struggle. That part of me doesn't struggle. I did get breast augmentation surgery, which is something that I am grateful to um, one special person. Um, but that was something that I had to do. The other is just like, it just, I think that as one ages, um, bone structure is not really meant to be manipulated like that and chiseled down and cut. And, I don't think it's meant for that kind of thing because eventually it's going to sag. I mean, you know, I could pull my face back up, but I don't really I don't really struggle. I don't really think that my face is like that so masculine that I can't deal with it. I wish I could get rid of like some of these lines but I feel fine. I don't I'm not gonna fret over something that doesn't really bother me. And a lot of people that deal with things that are a lot more serious in their transition than I would. But it is what it is, and we face life gracefully. And a lot of times, people say things because they just don't know. And the way certain people are, it's okay, Rachel. I'm not like totally offended. I mean, yeah, it bothered me when you first said handsome, whatever. And it's like, but it's okay. It's not like I'm like traumatized by what you had to say because I have a whole life of experience that I live every day. And if, like, I know I haven't even shaved or anything, I don't have any makeup on. I mean, so for me, yeah, it does. Well, it doesn't sag, but it's got like these. See if I could pull it back like that. Yeah, if I could pull it back like that, it would be great. But I don't really think I need to like do anything to my chin. I don't think my nose is like really huge or anything. I'm perfectly happy with how God made me, other than the fact that my gender is not at all like consistent with the person that I am. I'm just like, but it's like it's one of those things where you just have to learn to deal with certain realities in life, some things that you just have to just like go, okay, um uh yeah, I have to deal with that. And it's like, I hate that. It's like I wanted this to kind of like curl nicely, but it's like not playing today for some reason. Doesn't want to play. But again, it's like I didn't have my mom teach me anything. And no offense to my mom or anything, but I never learned. I mean, it's harder for a trans person to live a normal life if they don't get it get FFS compared to a born woman getting FFS with masculine features. The girl is still identified as female, but they get bullied. I love your hair. I wish I had thick hair. Well, this is a little topper, so it's not entirely my hair. I hate it when it just like doesn't want to behave though. But yeah, um, it is all part of life. We all deal with it differently. We all have what we have, and what is it? I used to tell my kids. I used to say, "You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit." That's you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. It's like almost like a Southern saying. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, right? So I'm just like babbling. At least I'm not sleeping, but I'm just babbling because it's my birthday, and I'm just like I'm a little like melancholy in a way, because I lost being 50, but it's just a number. Now I'm 51, which is like 5'1". Can you believe I get AARP? Like, thank you. I appreciate that. DCC LXXV 10. And please don't ask me to think what number that is because I would not know. I wasn't good with Roman numerals. But thank you so much for saying happy birthday to me. I appreciate that. Means a lot to me. I didn't expect my birthday to be what it has become. Ha ha ha! It's 777. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. That's a cool number. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be here in Washington. I didn't expect to like be actually living in a different state. If you would have told me in January that I was in a month that I was going to move to a different state, I would have been like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Like, how am I supposed to, where am I going to go? I mean, I didn't know what I was going to do or where I was going to go or anything. I was just like, what? I'm going where? And now I have, like I was sharing earlier, I have a condo on a lake here in this area, and I get it the day after, right? Yeah. Tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I move tomorrow? That's so cool. I move tomorrow, everyone. Yeah. It's going to be February 5th. Wow. I'm just so excited. So excited. I just haven't had a place to my own. Pretty much. Can't remember when was the last time. I really can't. I can't tell you when the last time was that I had my own place. Because back in 2014, I was bouncing around. I was living out of a luggage. Did my comment show? No, you wrote sorry, and then you wrote your face doesn't sag. Then you wrote, I mean, it's harder for a trans person to live a normal life if they don't get FFS compared to a born woman getting FFS with masculine features. The girl is still identified as a female, but they still get bullied. I love your hair. I wish I had thick hair. Said DCC, happy birthday. Ha ha ha. It's 777. And then you asked, did my comment show? So that's what I read. Yeah. But yeah, I went to a doctor and I asked him about getting FFS, and he's like, you don't really need it. You don't need to get FFS. I mean, if you feel comfortable, I was married to a trans man. And to make a long story short, I am no longer, well, we're still married, but, we divorced one time already and we're divorcing again. for our own health, for our own mental, emotional, and psychological well-being. We're divorcing again, so married twice to the same person. Who does that? I don't know. I mean, I did that. It's like, why did I do that? I don't know, but it was a lesson learned, and I um, I I learned my lesson, and I'm just gonna go with it. And it is it is what it is. I was asking about the boyfriend or girlfriend. Do you have a boyfriend? Well, yeah, you asked me, do I have a boyfriend? And I said, I was married, or I'm currently married to a trans man who is decided to detransition. So they're detransitioning, and um, yeah, that's kind of where that lies. But I'm like so happy, so happy, guys. It's it's like it's like a feeling that I have of just absolutely being able to be in charge of my life again. I was very fiercely independent for a long time, and I get to be a fierce, independent woman now. So live my life and, you know, work my little job doing delivery and getting people's groceries and stuff. And I guess I could just retire that way. I could just do that for the rest of my life. I don't need anything else. Just a little side job, make money here or there. Cool thing about Instacart is that you work, and then you at the end of the day, whatever you've earned, if it's not tips and stuff, which sometimes are pending, whatever you earn, you can just like deposit it into your checking account that same day, if you've earned enough to cash out and stuff. So I'm really happy with everything that's going on. I just have this ability to control my environment that I didn't have before. I mean, being married is great, especially when if you can marry the right person, who is your person, then I totally think that's awesome and it's great. But being able to have control of your life, and to be able to do the things that you like to do, and it's just a dream come true. I mean, it really is. It's like I get to live my best life now, and I'm fully in charge of my own life. It's like, I mean, I yeah, I have a resort home now. Um, I I'm blessed, you guys. I'm totally blessed. I have everything that I would ever want. My apartment is my condo, I guess they call it a condo, is fully furnished, and it's on a dream location. I mean, if you guys, it's a four-season destination, and after COVID leaves, um, it'll get really busy. There's wineries around, there's beautiful scenery, there's mountains, there's cycling, there's parasailing, there's hang gliding, there's, Mount, what is it? That big mountain here in Washington. I forget what it's called, Mount something. And, it's just a beautiful area. The Cascades. And David says, "You have always been an inspiration to me, and now you totally blow my socks off." I blow my socks off. I'm like, wow, I get to do life. I get to like have my life back. And it's like, so cool. For those of you who've watched my channel, the things that I've been a part of throughout my entire experience here on YouTube has been one of great like challenge. So many challenges, so many things that I've had to endure, so many things that I've had to climb over, climb through, climb around, rejection issues, being totally disowned by my family, feeling defensive about it and wanting to lash out, but then, loss of kids. I mean, I have 5 children from a prior marriage, and um, you can think what you want to think about, if you had 5 kids, you're not trans and stuff. It's like, yeah, well, you got to do some more research and figure out why people do what they do. Sometimes they do things so that others could be happy and stuff. And there's more to the story than one would ever. Some of us would ever venture to take a stab at even guessing about, because life can be quite the challenge, quite the eye-opening experience. And through it all, I've really discovered that, and I'm not here to push my beliefs or anything or my faith in God or anything on anybody, but there's been just too many things that have taken place in my life for me to say that it has to be anything other than the grace of God that I am even here, being able to be here in Washington is like by the grace of God. Having a car is by the grace of God. Having that condo is like totally by the grace of God, because I just didn't see it coming. Didn't see it coming. I mean, I would have wanted it, but typically you're kind of priced out on property like that. I mean, for the, $1,000 and under crowd, we don't get many choices when it comes to places where we would live and stuff. It's like there are so many places that have so much more. I mean, that have less than what I'm getting, that costs so much more. I would literally be paying like, I don't know, waterfront property. You tell me, waterfront property, 240 feet of your own private lakeshore, prime, access to a boat dock, and that's right next to me. The ability to have my own boat, the ability to have a big deck. It's definitely priced at a higher bracket than a person like me would be able to have. A person like me I just want to say the lines on people's faces as they age is from the skin losing fat in the face, which loses its volume. This causes lines. Face sagging has no relation to that. That's cool. It's good to know. Thank you, Rachel. Thanks for. But like I said, my face doesn't give me that. Sometimes it does, but my face doesn't really give me that kind of dysphoria. That not having the proper development on my breasts and stuff. That for me, that was a bigger deal. And now that I have that, I mean, I just have all the confidence in the world. I don't feel like anything but a woman. So, and I just, I just don't wrestle with those kind of things. I don't wrestle with uh, anything like that. But yeah, I can see where many people would, you know. A lot of people are in a way worse situation than I would ever be. Um, but like I said, I started off doing a video about like facial hair and the inability to get rid of it over the years because I haven't been able to get on a certain schedule and stuff. So I use like little tools. It's like a little like a slinky for the face, and it it does hurt when it does pull, but you have to do what you gotta do. So you hear it and it's like pulling up little hairs. And a lot of times women use this also as a way to get all the peach fuzz off their face. But in my case, I'm still dealing with I'm still dealing with like those bristly hairs that I don't like. But it's been a while and I have a plan. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get an appointment with a local electrolysis technician. And I did have one session done with her back in 2019. And I just want to get on a 2 week or 3 week regimen. Oh, it's there. Or maybe it's just my dysphoria. No, but I can feel it. It's like every time I use this, it's like pulling chin hairs out. And then like when I touch this right here, it's kind of like rough. And electrolysis is the only thing that's going to really get rid of it. But I could get like little hairs, like facial hair that comes up in here. So if I kind of pull back, those little hairs can get exposed. It's see it? It's like this little spring. It has give to it, and then it's like a metal spring. But you use it to get like little small things of facial hair off your face. And it works. It does a good job like as a tweezer of removing more than one hair at a time. But yeah, I can hear it. And I mean, if you've never had it done, you'd probably be burning right now because pulling hairs are crazy. But I'm like experimenting with a sort of like cleansing beauty routine. And I don't know. I use these products. They're by a company called The Ordinary. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but I've been using like for the last 6 months or so. I guess I've been using 3 products that they make. One of them is called. You hear a lot about it. You should probably put on some weight. Vascular arms from being skinny makes the arms look masculine, even in a woman. Yeah, I mean, probably. I've lost weight, and I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where, like, when I do gain weight, I feel like I gain more fat, like around my face. to round it out more. Yeah, if I could just go around life like that, yeah, that'd be great. But I think what happens is I lose weight, and then my being skinny like I am right now um, causes me to lose figure. But it's nice being a size 4 too or whatever. I don't know what honestly, Rachel, what is your obsession? I mean, it just seems like you're picking on my dysphoria. It's like, okay, you're masculine. You have you're skinny and your arms look masculine. I don't really have masculine arms, so I don't really know what you're inferring to. I don't I don't feel like these are masculine arms in any way, shape, or form. So, but I really don't know what you're getting at if you're trying to get under the skin of a trans woman like me. But you're not going to be successful because I don't know. You said you're sorry, but I don't know if you really are. I mean, what do other people in the chat room think about what Rachel has said or has been saying? I mean, I'm trying to be graceful and gracious to you. Um, but you keep on bringing up issues about me that paint me as a man that I really, quite honestly, I don't really know what your intentions are. But, you know, if that's what you want to do at this late hour of the night, it's your prerogative. You have every right to do that. But yeah, it's like, I think I can hear it like grating. And so this kind of like pulls more than one hair out at a time. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm contemplating on just gaining more weight um, in the right areas, like work out my butt more. Like I haven't been working out since I guess it was late December, but I did join a Planet Fitness here recently. It was like $1 to join and like $24 every month or something like that in order to utilize their services and all that. But sometimes sometimes less things said is more, you know. But I'm pretty happy. I have like I had abs and now I don't. I just I'm not wearing the most feminine clothes right now, but it's comfy. You're right, David. We are eternal beings, and what we what we are as physical beings it really just kind of translates to life on this earth, and it really doesn't translate to the eternal realities. Hi, I know you miss Maritza and Maritza misses you. No, I don't miss Maritza, and I know Maritza doesn't really miss me. um I don't. um we've been down the roads that we've been down, and there's nobody missing anybody anymore. I just want to steer clear, stay away, um, let them live their best life. I'm just blunt and honest, but people take offense to me sometimes. I'm not attacking, just helping. But what are you helping with? I don't know what you're helping with. I mean, because telling me that I have masculine arms when you don't even, my arms aren't even exposed to you. You don't even see them. I'm under, a long sleeve shirt. I don't know what you're getting at. And no, Brianna, I don't miss anything. Um, I miss not having my life for the many years that I didn't have it. Well, you might want to practice a little bit on how to be gracious in your comments and stuff with regards to like talking to a trans woman about being handsome and also telling a trans woman that, that they need facial feminization surgery and telling a trans woman that their arms are too masculine because they're too skinny. You might want to kind of like, I don't know, kind of figure out a little bit better of a way to, as you said, I mean well, but for me, that translates to not what you think. People take offense to you because you offend them. I mean, you need to be accountable for what you say, for the words you use, and for not being gracious or graceful in using the words that you use. So maybe you need to like not look at it as people taking offense, but you being an offense to people. Just saying, because that's what you were to me today. I mean, what trans woman wants to hear you are handsome? Just let me know in the comments if any of you trans women out there that are going to listen to this are ever going to say, "Thank you for calling me handsome. I appreciate that." That's like the greatest compliment you know, you can send a trans woman is you are handsome. Handsome. Think about it. Think before you speak. If you are offensive to people, don't use offensive comments. That's really simple. Try to be a blessing and try to help build somebody up than to tear them down. That's a good place to start. I know. Good place to start. Well, I need to get to bed because, as I said, it's my birthday tomorrow. No, today. I have no idea about how to talk about you guys. I'm still learning. I know, but it's important to like just treat us as individuals, as humans. I mean, you guys is just you're human, I'm human, we're human. I live in a gendered world that is more like yours. And although I'm not a genetic female, I still identify, I still relate to the world in feminine terms. I still am seen as a woman in this world. For the most part, everything in my life it flows really well as a female. So what you say and what you do, it doesn't, you don't have to treat trans women with kid gloves, but you know, I mean, just be gracious. Be gracious. Understand that a trans woman doesn't want to be referred to as any he pronoun or any he anything. Well, I'm 51 now, and handsome to me has always been a male term. That's a handsome woman. But you know what you meant. You know what you meant. That's the thing. You don't want to be offensive, but then you end up being offensive. But then when you're called out for being offensive, you want to justify your offensiveness. And it's like, it's a simple, I am sorry if the word handsome offends you. It's not a reason to just find excuses to call someone handsome. I mean, and that it's used for men and women. I mean, What does the dictionary say? I mean, I don't know. I grew up with it. Um, I would think that it's has to do with, I don't know. It's just me. I guess I'm old school. I mean, I guess I'm old school when it comes to that because I always had handsome was guys, pretty is girls, beautiful is girls, handsome is guys. I don't know what else, what other term is used for men other than handsome. I never call a woman handsome. I mean, I came from California, so I know what it is like to go, hey, dude, let's go. You know, you refer to guys and gals as dudes and stuff, and that's all cool, you know. But like I said, the word handsome just doesn't add up as a feminine term. I know you want to justify it. You want to justify that you know, you can use that term without offending people. But if you do offend people, the best thing to do is not to try to defend yourself, but just to say, honestly, like you did before, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. You know, it goes a long way. It really does. Well, see, I could be doing this for hours because, I mean, until I get electrolysis done, there's like these areas like right in here, right again here. Oh, and a spot like right in here that when I go down in here, it's like bling, 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 bling. Yeah. No, but for those that think that I miss Maritza or that Maritza misses me, I, for the most part, I don't even know who that other person is. I married a trans man. That trans man was named Mark. That trans man presented as a man for most of our marriage, and that trans man lived as a man for most of that marriage. So the other is something I don't really recognize. The other is something that I would never have wanted. Oh, that's nice, Rachel. That's cool. Yeah. So it just like till I get electrolysis, these little white hairs are just gonna keep on keeping on, popping up everywhere. Because you know, as you age, your hair turns white. So, but I'm glad that I stopped living as a man back in 2013 when I did, because man, I mean, imagine how much worse it would have been. Yeah. Well, um, I've talked for like an hour and a half, and I was talking on Facebook before my phone decided to melt down and shut down because it was overheating of all the things that it was doing. It was overheating. So I will, on that note, call it a good night for you guys and for me. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on another video at another time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me and for being a friend to me and letting me be open about my life, letting me talk about my experiences as a trans woman, as a person, as a person who's been through so many things. I've been through a lot of different scenarios, and just being able to have the ability to just share my life at any time and just pop up on YouTube or Facebook and stuff and talk is really, I guess it's really helpful for me. I'm able to be open, and it's just kind of like a therapy time for me because I don't really go to any counseling service and stuff, and I don't talk to psychologists or have a therapist or anything like that. I just like, you know, pretty much kind of like try to handle things on my own and do the best that I can with what I have, and just go with it. Go from there. All right. Well, you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you on another Lynna's Life. Good night.